Hello, Chuck?
Hello.
Chuck?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Good. You can hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Okay. We got a new little recording studio in here, so I'm loving it. I'm learning how to use the equipment once again.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, it's good to talk to you, man.
You too.
I've been a fan of the band for so long, and I've never had the opportunity to interview any of you or your bandmates. So this is definitely a very cool thing for San Antonio.
Cool.
And one quick note: if you have anything to do with the booking of the tour,
Right.
Pearl Jam has never ever played San Antonio, Texas. And
All right.
I don't even think back in the days of.
I think you're right. I will mention that to the guys, and we have actually talked about that before.
Yeah.
About going there.
Yeah.
So.
But now we have a great venue that was built about a year ago. It could accommodate the band, and just want to throw that out professionally and personally. So
okay.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's talk about the new album, November 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Riot Act. I want to get into the writing and the recording process of the album. And how does that work between you and your bandmates at this point in your careers? Is it something that y'all write the music for, then Ed goes and writes the lyrics, or collaborative effort?
It's kind of a collaborative thing, and it's both of those things. What we did this time is after we got off the last tour, we took about a 2-year break, and then in that interim time, we kind of worked on songs individually in different states where we live, in different places, and brought in demos. And then we got back into the studio, or prior to the studio, to our rehearsal place, and knocked those ideas around. And then Ed will sing over them and just kind of make up lyrics while we're just doing the music. Mm-hmm. Or he'll have an idea of he always has lyrics with him and has his typewriter, so he's typing out things. So a few of them were demos that were already kind of done, and then we made them into more of a Pearl Jam sound. And then a couple of them were just made right up on the spot in rehearsals. Then we took them into the studio, and Ed would sing along or listen to it, and we'd play the songs, and he'd run upstairs and type out lyrics, and he was very, very into it. This time, he seemed to be very, very inspired by the music. So he was there the whole time. That's kind of when the best songwriting happens, is when all 5 of us are in the room, and that's what was going on this time.
What do you think it was? I mean, you just mentioned that he seemed kind of inspired. What is something different in all of y'all's lives, or something different in his life that kind of, I don't know, kind of renewed a little, into the band and the recording process?
I think it was for me. It's an appreciation of just still being around, and being around for 10 years and having our anniversary and whatever, and then actually still being friends and still can get in a room together and joke and get along and create music. So it also had to do with taking a little time off. So we kind of missed each other in a way, because we can get tired of each other on the road for sure. But when you have a little time to stay away, then you're like, okay, I wonder what those guys are doing. I wonder what's going on, and I'm excited to do a record again. And it was a combination of just happy to still be around and also taking a break from each other.
Right. Well, let's talk about still being around. Pearl Jam has always been on the map for as long as y'all been around, but some of your Seattle peers have come and gone just a little bit, been kind of reemerging. You got Jerry Cantrell back on the scene with the solo album. You got the Nirvana stuff that's kind of coming out again next Tuesday, I do believe, and you got Chris Cornell with the Audioslave nowadays.
Yeah.
Have you got to experience the music that these people are making? Well, except for Nirvana nowadays, from your friends from when it all began.
Have I heard it? Is that what you're saying?
Have you got to hear it? Have you got to give it an opinion?
I've only heard one Audioslave song, and I loved it. It was pretty rockin'. I like the fact that Chris is doing something, and he's playing with the guys from Rage, because they're all phenomenal musicians. Tom being my favorite in there, because he's a guitar player. Mm-hmm. So I've only heard the one song. About 6 months ago, I ran into Chris, and I tried to get him to play me some of the stuff, but he wouldn't play it. So he was very tight-lipped about it. And so I heard it on the radio actually 2 days ago, and I'm excited about that. And the new Nirvana song's pretty cool too. So it's nice that and I haven't heard any Jerry stuff, but I know he's out there playing, and I'm glad he is.
Right.
I'm glad I'm glad, that there's fractions of things still going on, and I'm glad we're still around, and there's new bands that have come out of that.
Right, definitely. Well, let's talk about the first single that everybody's getting to experience, "I Am Mine." Tell me a little bit about that from your end as the guitar player. How long did that take to form in your mind? The melody, the riff, was it something in the studio, or is it something that's been brewing over a few months?
It was Eddie came in with a song, and I came up with like the melody part for it on the chorus, da 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 da. And it happened. It happened about we did it for about a week in the studio, and that's that. And lyrically, I really felt attached to that song while we were recording it. And I tried to double my guitar thing over his vocal, not over it, but to emphasize his vocal, which is something that I like to do. And it seemed to have worked. It was an interesting song when I first heard it because it was kind of a different kind of a beat to it. I don't know if what kind of a beat it is, but it's like a 3-something, and I'm missing the word that I'm looking for right now. But it kind of came together after he showed it to us, and then we played it, 5 or 6 or 7 times. And I don't know. I'm excited about it. Lyrically, I'm excited about it. It has a positive message to it. All I have is my mind at the end of the day. In between is mine, and things like that. It made me feel good the first time I heard him sing it.
And definitely a very uplifting song. Very, very. Well, let's talk about the piracy of Pearl Jam. As I understand it, one of the many reasons to release the live albums was to counter all the bootlegging that was going on. As someone on this side of Pearl Jam, or you on your side of Pearl Jam, I should say, how bad was and is the piracy and the bootlegging of Pearl Jam material?
Well, it's the way I looked at it was we wanted to, I collect bootlegs and things like that. So to say that I'm totally against all that would be hypocritical for me. So what we wanted to do. I mean, there were a lot of bootlegs that came out. Like you said,
I have lots of them.
Oh, good.
I'll admit it to you right now.
Yeah, I do too. I just found a box of them the other day. I was like, but we wanted to put out something, to give to the fans that we had, control over, but also make a really good product, and that was the make it basically what you heard that night on CD. And our sound man would do that. He would mix the show after the show every night, and then he worked on it very hard. So we just wanted to make something that was somewhat affordable and that would sound good. That was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a huge experiment. We didn't know how it would go, and whether people would like it or not. And it seems like some people have, and that's kind of cool.
No, it was a fantastic idea and a fantastic way for us as fans to get the material.
Cool.
Yeah. So I actually have all 72.
Oh my God! Wow.
I put some money into your Christmas wallet last year.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That candy bar you bought was on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're excellent. When the tour starts later on this year, early next year, whenever it may be starting. What are y'all going to do differently as far as presentation or as a world tour? What are y'all going to do differently than y'all have done in the past?
Well, we'll certainly have more songs to pick from this time. We're going to be a tighter band than we've ever been with Matt, and obviously he's been with us for a while. But we've got a keyboard player named Boom, Boom. He's a friend of Eddie's, a Hawaiian friend of his. And he's just kick ass on keyboards, and he's playing on the record, and he'll play on not the whole set, but he'll play on like some of the older tunes like Black and Better Man and stuff that have keyboards on the record on the records. So that'll be an interesting thing too. Just I've always wanted to have that in the band, and he's very spiritual and very much a great player. So that'll add another dimension to our sound, and hopefully it'll just rock. That's all I want.
Yeah, no. I got one final question for you.
Mm-hmm.
While everybody is anxiously awaiting Riot Act on November 12th, many true Pearl Jam fans are also anxiously awaiting the long-awaited Rarities album. I've seen reports here and there, but how much material is there to sift through to narrow it down to a single and or double album?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. We were looking at the sheets of that about 3 months ago, and there's about 50 or 60
Wow.
songs and outtakes and things like that we have, that's all the way back to the first record. There's some that hadn't make it, a song called Brother, and then there's a lot of stuff. There's Yellow Ledbetter, there's then there's stuff, and I don't even remember what it sounds like. So we're making CDs of that stuff and going through it from the Versus era to No Code to every record. There's stuff left over. So about 50 that we need to pick from. It'll probably be imagine a single CD other than double, but it just depends, because there's certain reasons why those songs aren't released. Maybe they weren't as good, but then there are some that are really good that are kind of gems that we hadn't heard for a while.
Right. Well, hopefully on our end it'll be a double album.
Yeah, well,
hopefully on our end.
We'll see. Yeah.
All right. Well, very cool. Well, I want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And professionally, this has been a great moment, and personally, as a fan since day one, it's a very exciting interview for me to do.
Cool.
And remember the San Antonio concert date.
I'm remembering that. I will mention that.
Make a note. Tell whoever you got to tell.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Outside the boundaries of their phony world of kicks is the ever-present possibility of discovery. This must be avoided at all costs, for discovery brings with it the penalties of society: shame, arrest, prison. Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.